Alright guys, so today's the day. As you guys can see behind me, I have two huge Figurama boxes, and in those boxes it is the Attack on Titan statue by Figurama that I have been waiting to unbox. I've had it for a while now, but I've been waiting for the right moment, and with the new season just starting up, I figured there's no better time than now. So I'm super excited about this one, so let's just go ahead and get right into these boxes. Alright, so before we get into the boxes, you see that empty space right there? This guy used to be in there, the Figurama Hunter x Hunter statue, but seeing as there's two Attack on Titan statues there on the top, I figured the Figurama Attack on Titan statue might fit better here in the middle to pair up with those. And I do have a few more Attack on Titan statues that will be going down here, and this whole shelf would just be Attack on Titan. So yeah. Now let's get into these. So there's usually nothing too special on the outer box, but one thing I did see that was pretty cool is I do have number 006 out of 850. So pretty low number there. It doesn't really affect the value of the statue at all, but I do hope that one day I can get number 1 of any statue someday. So we'll see, but for now, that's the closest I've ever gotten to number 1. So let's open this up and take a look at the box inside. All right, so this is the bigger of the two boxes. They call this box A. I believe this does house the base, the huge base. It is an Elite exclusive series. And then on the sides, we have some text here. You guys can take a look at that. Just give some details on the statue, and the cool thing they mentioned here is Mikasa. So they do have a small form of her, revealing the massive scale of the Titans, which I do think that's a really cool touch. We'll take a look at that later. And then down here, they do say that at the moment, it holds the record for the largest Attack on Titan statue and the largest scaled Figurama collector statue ever created. So that's pretty awesome. This guy is gonna be huge. And let's keep going. There's just some text here on the back. And what's on this side? All right, so this basically just gives a brief summary of the series, which, by the way, did you guys see the first episode of season 4 part 2? That was amazing. I love that episode, and I can't wait for tomorrow. It's Saturday right now, so every Sunday now is going to be Attack on Titan Day, which I can't wait to watch the new episode. From what I hear, this season is going to be crazy, and I am super hyped. And on the top of this box, we do have a silhouette of the statue, so that's kind of what it's going to look like. All right, so this time around, I will be showing you guys what's inside of this huge envelope. So first thing, we have this awesome art print right here. This is something that could possibly look nice behind the statue. I still don't know if I'm going to display this with the statue or not, but it does look really nice. Then we have their certificate of authenticity. These guys don't usually come with like a metal plate or a coin or anything like that, like some of the unlicensed statues. Here they actually just give you a certificate, and this does prove that it is an authentic statue, license and everything. So some people do display this with the statue, but I don't think I'll like this being next to the statue, so I'm just gonna put it back into the envelope. And then the last thing, which I heard I might actually need to use, is the assembly instructions. So this booklet is really nice and detailed, and it goes through all of the steps to assemble this statue properly. So we'll see. If I need to use it, then I will go ahead and open this up. Alright, so unfortunately the base doesn't quite fit on this shelf. As you guys can see there, it does extend a little bit forward. That's not gonna work for me because I do plan to eventually put some acrylic sheets here on the front of these just to prevent dust from getting inside of all the statues. So that's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to figure out where else I want to put this guy, but I'm gonna leave him here for a bit until I get those acrylic sheets. But just to show you guys the size, these shelves are about 21 inches deep. So if you have some shelves that are about 25 inches, which I believe the IKEA PAX units are 25 inches, this should fit fine in there. But with these drawers, it's just not gonna work very well, which I do have a few members on my Discord that were asking about it, which is why I'm kind of giving dimensions here. So I would say that the base has a diameter of about 23 inches, maybe 23 and a half. All right, so the base itself isn't actually that heavy. So a lot of these smoke effects that you see here are basically hollow. It doesn't have too much weight to it. So I'll show you guys the bottom. So there's the bottom. I can't see what it says, but we already saw that I do have number 6 out of, I already forgot the total number, but there should also be a pretty cool image of the statue, sort of the silhouette of the statue there as well. So that is pretty cool. So I'm gonna put this down now. All right, so here's a closer look at the base. We have all of the smoke here. The coloring is a little strange. I mean, I guess it does kind of look like smoke. I actually did notice that from a distance, it actually looks really cool, but close up, it doesn't look the best in my opinion, but I guess once we start adding more stuff in here, it will start to look better. But so just a few things that I noticed with mine is there are some areas of the sub base here that are a little bit dirty. So just a few things that got past quality control. This one is brand new. It came directly from Figurama, so it's just a little strange that things like this got missed. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look around the rest of the base just to see if there's not any more. A cool thing though that I'm just noticing as I'm doing this is I guess this sub base is supposed to represent the wall, and we have different emblems here that represent the different walls. So I don't memorize what these walls are, but I mean they're like wall Maria, wall Rose, and stuff like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. So here's another one. Are they different? They kind of look the same. Yeah, nope, they look the same to me. So I guess this is just one wall, which makes sense. But yeah, we're back here. So I guess this is the only place where I had some issues here. All right, so I just opened box B, and the box looked exactly the same as box A. The only difference are the stuff that was inside, which had a bunch of these extra details that just go all around the base. So I'm gonna speed run installing all of these. I might even get the installation instructions because there's quite a bit, and I doubt that I'm gonna figure out where they all go on my own. But yeah, they all look pretty much similar to this. So I'm gonna go ahead and add it to the base and show you guys what it looks like once you add all of these. So I was actually able to install all of the pieces that go on the base without using the instruction manual. So I'm pretty proud of myself. There was 3 pieces here that get installed. This is just rubble. And then there was 2 houses that get destroyed there in the background. There was 2 pieces to install here. And then there was quite a few pieces to install over here, which is pretty funny because a lot of that stuff won't even be seen because it's behind the Titans, but all of these floorboards were installed. There was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different floorboards. So yeah, that just goes to show the amount of detail that Figurama puts in their statues. Even with this sort of stuff that doesn't really get seen, they still decided to go ahead and include that. So a lot of these pieces from the roof were also installed. They all attached magnetically, so there shouldn't be any issues with them falling apart. So yeah, pretty cool. Now that we're done with the base, now we get into the big boys. So let's go ahead and bring in those Titans. All right, so let's go ahead and start with Eren, which is right here. And Man, this Figurama did it again with the body sculpts. The body sculpt is perfect on both of these characters right here. So the Attack Titan, you can see that he's super ripped. You can see all of the green veins kind of flowing all over his body. I don't know if the camera captures all of the details, but in person, it looks very impressive. I really do like it. He also does have some rubble sort of on his body as well, similar to what's seen on the base. And then on the back, you can see his back is super ripped, as well as his Titan butt there on the bottom. So yes, definitely a 10 out of 10 for the body sculpt here. All right, so to attach him, there's just one steel rod. This part over here is flat, which just lays on the base. Right here, you can definitely tell where he's supposed to go. So I'm just gonna place him in there, and there we go. Pretty secure, not gonna move anywhere. Whoops. That was close, I almost broke this piece off. But all right, let's go ahead and add the smoke effects and his face, and then we'll move on to the Attack Titan. Oh my god, and there are a lot of smoke effects. They all basically look the same. So I'm just gonna speed run through this again and try to figure out where all of these goes. There's like at least 10 of these, so wish me luck. All right, so that's it for the body. Now here is his creepy looking face. He looks like an elf. Look at those ears there. I've never noticed that on the anime, what his ears look like, but they're pretty pointy on here. And Figurama is pretty accurate, so that's probably how it is on the show as well. But yeah, he's just really creepy looking. Look at the profile. There is another piece here, so his head piece here does stick on the top of his head, and that does help a little bit. He looks much better once you add that second piece of hair. Unfortunately, his eyes don't glow like they do in these newer seasons, but yeah, it still looks cool. There is a little hole here as well, so that's where some smoke effects go into, which I did see that piece, so I'm gonna go ahead and add it right now. All right, so in order to put it in properly, you do have to take off that second headpiece, and then you install the smoke effect, then you can just put the headpiece back on. So that's what it looks like. Pretty awesome. All right, so that's one Titan complete. I'll give you guys a full rotation of Eren. Oh, look, there's one more piece right here. I almost missed that. So let's go ahead and find out what goes in there. Maybe this one. Yep. All right, now he should be complete, but let's finish the rotation, make sure we didn't miss anything. Man, looking at this just reminds me of that last episode. Crazy stuff. But let's move on to the Armored Titan. All right, so I wanted to save the Armored Titan because I think he looks the most impressive, and you can kind of already see a sneak peek, but yeah, he's also a lot heavier, but damn, look at that right there. You can see all of the muscles in there and his exoskeleton out here. It looks amazing. Oh, and this is getting a little heavy, so let me flip him around. You guys can take a look at his back, which I'm pretty sure they took some freedom here. This is not 100% how the Attack Titan looks in the anime, at least not how I remember him. But I think what they did do, they did an amazing job because it looks really good. Let me just put him on the base now. All right, so he's a little bit awkward. You have to kind of tilt him down. All right, he's not down all the way. All right, there we go. That took a little bit of maneuvering him correctly to get him in there, but we finally got him. He has a big Titan butt as well. Bigger than Eren's. I'll show you guys his butt later. First, the smoke effects. All right, right now I can't figure out where these two go, but Honestly, it looks fine without it. But let's put on his head. Maybe it goes on the head somewhere. All right, so yeah, definitely one of them does go on his cheek here, but take a look at that base. In videos that I've seen, he looked a little dark, which he is, but I don't know, in person it just looks, everything just looks much better in person. And again, I just feel like the eyes was a missed opportunity. They should have made both of their eyes glow. I think it would have looked much better, but I will be adding some custom LEDs just to see what it does to the statue. I did see BAM Collectibles unboxing, and he added some lights, and it looked pretty good. So I'm gonna try to do the same and see how it looks in person. All right, so this just sticks on here. And here's the smoke. Now I just need to figure out where this goes. All right, so I found a place here, but it just doesn't look right. What do you guys think? Can you see that? Close up. So this is the only place that I can see that it goes into, but it just looks a little strange. Is it in the wrong direction maybe? Yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. I think it looks better like that. All right. Okay. All right, I forgot to hit record there for a few steps, but Mikasa, I did go ahead and add her to the statue as well. I found her, I had honestly forgotten about her, but she looks awesome. I love the way that she's attached on here. She does have a tiny steel rod that attaches to the smoke effect, and these other two steel rods, they don't really do anything to attach her to the statue per se. It's mainly there for aesthetics purposes, just to show that she is attacking the Armored Titan at the nape, and there are two tiny holes that these little steel rods attach to behind there. So yeah, she looks amazing, and I'm glad that they added her to the statue. All right, guys, so here's the final product. I tried to add LEDs to the Armored Titan, but the ones that I have just weren't bright enough and it wasn't shining through his body, so I decided to drop the whole thing with adding LEDs to this one. But regardless, this is an amazing statue. Figurama did it again. They created an awesome product here. At first, I wasn't loving the base, but once you add the Titans on there, it really does elevate the statue, and it does look really great, honestly. I love how all the rubble looks all over the base. I love the rubble all over the Titan. It looks very dynamic. There's a lot of stuff going on. You can tell that they're causing a bunch of damage and mayhem and everything. So yeah, it is an awesome statue, and I can see why people are calling this the best Attack on Titan statue. And I think it won some awards last year, as well as a lot of people were saying that it was the best statue of, or best diorama of 2021. But I can totally see it. It's amazing, and I'm glad that I have it in my collection. So this is going to be one that will stick with me for years to come. I just need to find a better place to display it because it doesn't fit in my shelves. So yeah, if any of you guys have any suggestions as far as what display I should use for this statue, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys want to see more videos like this, check out my statue unboxing playlist. But for now, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.